see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. To the air, it's Grant. Throws to the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Raging Cajuns want to move quickly.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Back to pass on second down. Hines is tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Finds his man. It's Hardy. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got his man downfield. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Did didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Bulls have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw the receptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Back to pass, it's Grant. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wants to change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's McLaughlin. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. The sure hands, it's Guzman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of...
Touchdown Bulls! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. Working the middle. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Give to the single back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Oh, he did it again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And the Bulls come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bulls send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Pulls it, fired, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Up-tempo for the offense. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Raging Cajuns look to keep this drive humming. Looking to pass. It's Grant. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be third and long. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Bulls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads it left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Bulls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He'll do it himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh my, he just shanked that one. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, run.
Makes a grab on the shot. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They did.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Makes the grab, it's Williams. Pulled down for the tackle.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. And those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Going to the run to start this second half. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Bulls in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's McLaughlin. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got his man on the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide. In today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The toss sweep to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulls. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Raging Cajuns will send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Raging Cajuns racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. There's the pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Floats it out in space. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. From the red zone, looking for a space. Blasted as he lets it go. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Grant. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cajuns. Quick strike through the air for the score. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a drive there of 84 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Wide open downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500, I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. good. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man. It's Dennis. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Grant. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Wants to throw on third down. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Final seconds of the game. They can just take a knee and eliminate all of the drama.
And you're exhaling, too, at this point, because this was a hard-fought football game, David. It could have gone either way. At the end, it was this team that made the most plays, made the fewest mistakes, and they've earned this victory formation.
And by the way, there's nothing more frustrating in the world than playing defense when they take knees. Like, it's a helpless feeling. There's nothing you can do. You have so much rage inside of you. You just want to hit somebody so hard, and they're just taking a knee, and you just got to take the L.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They can't stop the clock, and the defense really can't do anything about this, David.
Nah, great spot to be in for the offense. They know just take a knee, no timeouts for the defense, take the clock down to 0, Palmer.
And they've got to feel good, too, David. Hard-fought game. It was a physical contest, but, man, getting these W's, that is a sweet, sweet taste.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Running the victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, and go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play, because that was a critical turnover.
Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do a...
Touchdown, Raging Cajun! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about the clock management by this team? Taking all of the clock, scoring late now. All you got to do is finish it. The easy part. Bring out the kicker, knock that PAT through the uprights.
And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Reels it in down the left side. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.